Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a happy New Year's and a happy holiday season. Now this is going to be my first official video of 2025. So what better way to do a video than to do a follow-up to the last video I did. But before that, let me just throw this up here real quick. It's my community note. It just kind of explains what the plan is for this year. I have a lot of stuff planned out and a lot of stuff I'm hoping to do. So with that being said, yeah, let's get into the video. Now the last video I posted was my expectations for Beastars Season 3 Part 1. And yeah, I'll be honest, I was not going into that season optimistic. Well, I was cautiously optimistic, alright? I'll be honest. I had seen some things on like Twitter and Facebook, so I was kind of excited, but at the same time I was like, I don't know. But as of now, I've seen Season 3 Part 1, and surprisingly enough, I liked it a lot. They still did some things that, you know, annoyed me. Spoilers if you guys haven't seen it yet, but yeah. Actually, you know, I'm gonna try to hold off on spoilers. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what they did, but they still did some things that, you know, kind of irked me, kind of ticked me off. But at the same time, they did things that impressed me. Like, well, slight spoilers for episode 1. They brought up the turf war. The turf war of the black market. That does not happen in the manga until like the final chapter. So I was like, wow. Okay, I kind of like where this is going. Not just that, they brought up the black market fight club with the big titty. Yeah, that was all episode 1, and I was like, whew. Okay, I see what you're doing. I like how they're meshing things, and I feel like they're doing it in a good balanced way. Nothing's too forced, nothing's too rushed. It's you know they're making it work. I did notice that they're kinda skimming things with Melon. Like Melon's interaction with elephants has been reduced to, I don't want to say non-existent, because you know he does what he needs to do in order to take over the Shishigumi. But in the manga, we see that process. We see it fully. And yeah, we just don't see that in the anime, which, you know, again, they have to cut some things. That was unfortunately something they had to get cut. I don't think we've seen elephants or larger mammals portrayed in Beastars, the anime, that much. Besides those larger animals just being like static background characters, but still, yeah, we only get to see like one elephant. Technically 3, but yeah, not gonna spoil how they show up, but let's just say they don't do much. They don't say much either. I also think that they kind of skimmed Legoshi's grandpa a lot. Like in the manga, I could have sworn that he was a bit more, I don't want to say ferocious, because he is a pacifist in the manga and the anime. But at the same time, after the incident, or after the first meeting with Legoshi and Melon, you know, Gosha is very upset. If I'm remembering the manga correctly, he and Yaya, the current Beastar, they kind of throw hands after Legoshi ends up in the hospital. So yeah, that didn't make it to the manga, to the anime, I mean. And then there were some things with Legoshi's mom that was not necessarily taken out, but kind of changed up. I could have swore in the manga when he meets his mother, they're like at the top of a building overlooking the city, and that's kind of how they start that scene. And it was really beautiful in the manga because it's like they're overlooking the city, it's all beautiful, and yeah, in the anime, it's just they're in the hospital. So But you know, it's still good. It was still a good scene. It was still it served its purpose, right? It gave you Leanna's backstory and gave you a little bit more of Lugosi's backstory, especially when he was younger and stuff. But let me just say, that scene of Leanna when she discovers that she's having like scales growing on her back, and it cuts to 2D. That was amazing. I love that scene so much. It was such a powerful, emotional scene. Like, I really felt for her. You could see how terrified she was of the public turning against her. And yeah, it was just a beautiful scene. It's unfortunate that it was, you know, the context of the scene was unfortunate, but still, very beautiful. And just to kind of go down that rabbit hole, this season has like implanted scenes that are in 2D, which are very, very good. Like, again, the scene I was just talking about, that one was amazing in 2D. The intro, like the music intro, that's all 2D. That has like a weird paper mache-esque vibe. And, you know, it just works. It just works really, really nicely. And just to circle back to the topic of Lugosi's mom, another thing that was kind of cut out was her explaining who Lugosi's dad is. Now, in the manga, we don't actually get the guy's name, but, you know, once she learned that she was starting to get more reptilian features, she goes out of her way to find a male wolf model who was like 100% wolf, you know, perfect pedigree, and she got with him, and that's how Lugosi was, you know, conceived. So she wanted her son to be like as wolf can be. And in the manga, we see his dad maybe like twice, like once on a magazine cover, and then again, I can't remember where. If I find them, I'll just, you know, put them up here in the video. But, you know, we see Lugosi's dad, and in the manga, in the anime, we don't see that. So, you know, it's not the end of the world, but at the same time, it was like, I kind of wish they didn't cut that. But again, you know, I understand. I was also pleasantly surprised to enjoy Mr. Sagwa in the anime, because I'll be honest, I did not like him in the manga at all, but he was a very enjoyable character in the anime. I liked him. He, you know, I get his message of, you know, things are born to be eaten and things are born to eat. I can't remember what he said exactly, but, you know, he said something along those lines. And, you know, the ocean world is a world in Beastars that's not thought about a lot. Thinking back to the manga, it does come back in later chapters and kind of helps situate some things out, but at the same time, it's just not a big area of discussion in the manga until it becomes relevant. So, you know, it was nice to see that again and actually be able to appreciate that part of the world that's you know, kind of in the background. So, you know, again, I really liked Mr. Sagwa this in the manga. In the anime, I liked him more in the anime than in the manga. In the manga, I thought he was annoying. I didn't like him. Like, who the fuck is this naked ass seal of a goddamn time? And another thing they cut from the season that was in the manga, and I was really excited for this to be animated, was after Lugosi gets out of the hospital and he has that little vision with his mom, he is on Melon's bumper. Like, he goes to Melon and he is straight up out for blood. Not like he's trying to kill him, but, you know, he's trying to apprehend him still. Like, he's on a mission to put this guy in bars. And, like, if I find it, I probably will, I'll find it and I'll just throw it up here, the panel of where Lugosi just pops up behind Melon, and I was like, ooh, they about to fight. But yeah, I really wanted that to be in the manga. I mean, in the anime, but yeah, it is what it is. Maybe they'll save that for a different scene. But yeah, it is what it is. Now, with that being all said, I don't have much else to add to Beastars Season 3 Part 1. I'm excited for Part 2. Yeah, it's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy because I don't know how they're gonna add all this stuff together. Lugosi still has his freaking JoJo arc to get through, the freaking Fight Club arc to get to. Then there's the turf war in the background. This stuff is about to get nuts. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So until the next video, see ya. Hey, if you made it to this part of the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Also, try following me on my other social media platforms so you can stay up to date on what this hyena is up to. Again, thank you so much. Hey, I'm dying.